Mahila, let me explain this one while I'm thinking of it. Okay, John F. Candy, 329 months and 5 days to August 8th, 2021. This is from the Bernie Madoff death. Okay, so what this is saying is they even interpreted with his death that the Ben character, the Ben V, would be with the sacred woman as Michael in the wilderness, and that like John would be seen as the Nightcrawler in Twister or something. So it's all bullshit. We got them on the run. We got them on the run. I just saw them scrambling and trying to figure things out, and that song was playing. I Just Want to Look Good for You by Selena Gomez was playing as I drove by, and right after I got this laminate. So listen, what that means is that they're scrambling because they know that they're doomed. That like they're Freemasons and stuff. Like they're not out like for our help. Like they're out to get us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even the Watchmen that I'm talking about. So, we can sit there and watch their videos or whatever, but just know like you don't have to go there or be in their wilderness or whatever. All that is bullshit. Go off the Jonah part 2 and the Jonah part 1 like that are in my playlist. Like just go, like that starts pretty much now, with the birth of the woman being after 102 now. Like this just is not spiritual birth. And like I'm just showing how this was even corrupted, because it would be that they help. It would be that the Watchmen are actually helpers, but since they're not, like it's just like we're on our own. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and there's only so much I can do. I'm forced to play all roles, and I get flooded out, and then I flood on the channel and stuff and vent or whatever. But all right. So what this is, Bernard Lawrence Madoff, um 3031 day is his lifespan. Now that's that cocoa from what I had with the Levada seal. They said they won't forget about ambulance. Levada said that. So and that was like my seal or whatever when I first was starting out in the deal or whatever. So it's CNB Euphrates that they tried to put me in Area 51 during my deal. So the elders are, as commanding officer, like the Area 51 of like Marv and Harry of uh, Home Alone, that you get blended, that it's Ehu, which is 53 extra from the 503. So 503 plus 50 is 553 in the deal. So that means a chain has been made. So OFF, his hook writings, go to Ram in 9, which I put as Catherine Diaz Hernandez, being the new Lamb to open the seals, having the mind of Satan or the split personality of God Satan in the Dogon sense, but that it's put back together or separated for good. So, but really, it's to start the accuser getting cast out, like in LKO as Jake LaMotta Vitellius, that they can't go past that. No matter what they do, they can sit here and put me in 51, and we won't go past that. So, I thought this was very interesting. This was Bernie Lawrence Madoff that died. Whether you like him or not, it's symbolism, and it shows that now we're in a 102, basically. Because if the chain goes to 116, which would be 553, then you go 14 days before that to the start of that 147.5, and you would get 102. Now 102 means Nibiru, and it means my friend Bushmane, just his name symbolism. But he also represents that. They call it the Waster Destroyer planet. Through Teru Shimada, he represents that, and his reincarnations and stuff that came around during the Exodus time. A lot of these guys, it's not black and white, it's a lot of gray area with them being good characters and stuff. I'm not saying anything against him. I haven't talked to him in years, but this is what I see. So, all right. So we're going to focus on this stuff here. Houdini of the Hardwood, Robert Joseph Calzi was called August 9th, 1928. Layla Khaled, 9 April 1944. Abra Must Half A. That's what I'm calling that. Catter Kitch, Wave Rock in Australia. And Phil Filth Onditch. Now, these I'm looking at as a spot mont or something that are caused debris that caused something. So you have all these dates here. So just take a look at this for a second, and then it goes down here, and you end up with Francis Coates, 20 May 1726 to 16 July 1770. Died when he was like 44. Used a lot of crayon and had a big house that he bought. Now that's just what that's strictly from the dates from the numbers. So we are going to focus on him a little bit. And this whole phrase here, which I didn't put it in Gematria, but this, like almost like a horseman, like debris created this. Like maybe, yes, he existed, Francis Coates, but he was like a program of debris of these guys. Like he just was an automatic program that happened. But maybe I can get it to become reality, So we're going to focus on it. Not saying that I want a big house or work with crayon or anything. I'm not saying that. I'm saying this is like symbolism. This is the vision. I haven't worked it all out yet. I don't know what it all means. But, full house, all that stuff is symbolism of the woman on the glyph, that they used to love to show all the time, when it was the dark times. So and they've made it all dark times, basically. They have. But we got them on the run. So yeah, so that Jonah, I would like probably go ahead and start that at least somewhat. But if the woman is spiritually pregnant, then I'm here to help. I'll be making videos. No one has to contact me or anything. I flood out and stuff. I'm not a very good speaker. I'm a little bit like Moses in that sense. Like I'm not really good with my words. I don't really say the right thing, and I definitely don't want to deceive anybody and say the absolute wrong thing. So but it is an agreement between the gray and reptilian. That's what we're looking at here. And if we can get through this, do it. If we can do that before the 147.5, that would be better. Like get it going before then. That would be great. And then the 147.5, it's just like, wait for Jesus and stay calm. And that would be like the finishing touch. Um, so nothing to worry about here. If you're just tuning into my channel, I've got a few channels in my channels selection on this channel. Too many channels, but yeah. So I made a few for the lost sheep. Like I kind of switched it up so I could get different names out there, so it's not so set in the dark corner. Like I wanted to get different angles so that I could reach different people. That's one thing. And then also I had too many videos for one day. It'd be like 5 videos every day. So it just kind of became a lot. Because this deal and everything, so much happening all the time. But if we have this set right now, for the 553, and basically what that means, in the basic sense, you have Daniel 7, okay? You have all these different deal cutoffs for the celebrities or people that make it in society, okay? All these different deal cutoffs is the Daniel 7. So, so to have all 4 of them is called 4 Tobias Eaton or Theo James. That's what that's called. And really the perfect knee is on 368, which means you have all 3 and you have a perfect of all 3 is 368. So 4 is kind of like a new one. Like Michael Fassbender, he has just the bear. Like because the bear is added to that 4. So someone like Michael Fassbender, he has the bear, but he doesn't have the other ones. That's how they look at it. Like it's kind of a lot, and because it involves writings and stuff and gnashing of teeth. So it's like it would take more time, you know. Like Luke Skywalker, they say he can't be a Jedi because he's too old. Stuff like that comes into play. So, but to have 5, I don't even know what the 5th one is. I mean, I'm guessing the 5th one is like maybe a spear or a spiritual weapon, like something was different, like or that you just or that it's like the shining, like it's like you never cut off, like the Islam guys, that it's the constant, like not that you're writing the same thing, but that it's like you're just constantly in the game, like you just never cut off. Maybe that's what 5 means. But that's what we're headed for, okay? So I should probably figure it out, because we're headed for 5 now. But it doesn't mean I have to do anything. It's all already been done. It's all already been done. So it probably means that you were betrayed by everyone, is what the 5 means. Or that or it could be the spear, like, because the bear is really, it's done under pressure of like the military stuff, the bear. But see, since I got through that just being dumb, then maybe and then I did mine with the EC Electric Company. That was my bear. So mine is a little different. That's the square box of the E of the E church. And they make fun of that stuff. They make, SpongeBob and all that, like the Pulp Fiction, they make fun of the square, like Pulp Fiction, the whole part with Marcellus and Butch is all the square stuff. That's what it is. Um so Yeah, like, but it's nothing to worry. It doesn't mean all that stuff is bad. It doesn't mean that. It's just like how they show it, you know. So, and I understand all that. That's okay. And all right. So we'll focus on this. We'll focus on this and see what we come up with. But yeah, did want to show this. So just stay calm. It's all okay. Nothing to worry about at all. That Jonah stuff, like, probably, kind of chew on that. Like, just see what you think about, that stuff. Like, the Jonah part 2 in my playlist. Like, it's kind of a list to follow, for purification, like, for that time. And for the deal of the gray and reptile, like, that's kind of what it is. And the Dilophosaur, like, it's kind of a, that whole scene is a very, like, there's different ways to interpret it. It doesn't mean anyone is stupid or anything. It doesn't mean that. I mean, it ends up killing Dennis. Like, does that mean Obama might die? Like, he might. I don't know. But um yeah, like, we'll see we'll see what happens, so but no one has to go anywhere. All right, thank you.